Good morning. My hands are ashy. I don't know about this title, y'all, but good morning. Good morning and happy Saturday. I don't know what the title is about. I wrote it, but I'm not sure why. Sorry, my hands are, I need lotion. But good morning, good morning. All right, card pull first. Let's see what the Black Goddess Within deck has for us this morning. How's everyone? Let me know how you're doing. Say hey, good morning. What's up? Hi. All of that good stuff. So I'm pulling a card from the Black Goddess Within Oracle deck first. Hopefully the card will give me some guidance on that title, because I'm telling you right now, I wrote it, I was typing it like, I don't have anything to say about that. I don't think. And if I did, what would I say? All right, let me shuffle these cards and get into this and choose something. Let's see which. Is it this card? Why? 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 All right, threshold. From Zimbabwe. Our life journeys are composed of thresholds and the spaces. Can y'all see that? All right, all right. Our life journeys are composed of thresholds and the spaces between them. Remember that everything gets different on the other side of a threshold, be they emotional, physical, mental, spiritual, or philosophical. Step purposefully across the threshold into a vibrant life of your design. And the message is: be empowered to break free from the stuck places. So that is the card for today. Good morning and happy Saturday. That is the card for today. Be empowered to break free from stuck places. So I still don't know where this leads to, using pussy as a tool. But y'all know, if you've watched my lives long enough, you know I start talking and I'm like, oh, there it is. And I get into it. So we're just going to see what happens this morning, because I don't know. Well, what I will say is I do a practice called Sex Bomb. And sorry, hold on. I do a practice called Sex Bomb. And it is a practice of getting in touch and in tune with your pussy. If you can, I'll put the link. I don't even know if she's on Facebook, but one of my teachers, Perry Chase, she developed this modality, and there are people that she has, that she's trained, who teach it. And it's interesting. It's a pussy stroking practice. And it's interesting how much we as women touch our pussies, but we're not in touch with our pussies. So we use toys, we self-pleasure, we have sex, we do sex magic. Shit. It just landed in me. It just, like, I felt it literally just like land in my body. We use sex magic, some of us, right? We use our pussy. We don't commune with her. We don't involve her or engage her. We extract from her. You understand what I'm saying? We use her for a purpose. And that really hit me during yesterday's practice. So, I'm not going to talk too much about the practice itself, but during it, I will say there was the instruction given to not like let your finger do the work, but to let your clitoris reach for it. And that part of it like had me in tears, because I realized that I had always been using my pussy, but I knew her power. I could feel it, but the depth of what I felt yesterday was so overwhelming. My tears were partly because I was in awe of the power of this whole structure, and sadness because I had not allowed her to fully do what she can do. And it's not just about the sex. Like, it is a gift. Not that it's not a gift to be a man. It's a gift to be a man for what they do. And if I were a man talking, I'd probably talk about the gifts involved in the penis and the testicles. But for the woman, it is a gift to have a pussy. It is a gift to have that energetic space in there. That space of creation. And it's like understanding that here is one thing, understanding it here is one thing, understanding it here is one thing. And I was now understanding it here. It is a gift. And most of us are just using it to get. We're prostituting our pussies, even if we're not using it for like actual money or actual gifts. Even in the sex magic I was teaching, it was an extraction. So that's all going to change, obviously. Like, I could never go back to teaching it the way I taught it before. After the practice yesterday, I was so slow. There was no thought process. I had 2 calls from women who were interested in Vixen, and I really just listened to them. I just listened. I talked a little bit about Vixen, but I really just listened and asked questions and listened. I was going to go to the store. I couldn't. There was nothing about me that I could get up and do. I just wanted to be in the essence of this energy that was like doing it. It felt like it looked like this coming from my pussy, just all over my body. And all I could do was sit with it. I was literally curled up. I was literally curled up like this. Listening to music on listening to some binaural beats music on YouTube. And she spoke to me. And if this sounds crazy to you, this ain't for you. But I will not change what I just said. She spoke to me. The amount of power that we hold there is immeasurable. I can understand why. I can understand why there has been such an effort to clamp down on that power and to put it only in a specific category of sex, birth. I get it. I can see I can see the importance of some people wanting to, obviously I don't agree with it, but I can see the importance of why that was a decision that had been made. Because when you are actually in touch with her, your life, it shifts your energy, it shifts everything. And the way you can create becomes exponential. That's the gift of being a woman. And I can see how there are systems and forces that have tried to make it seem like being a woman is a burden or a tragedy or a negative thing that we're going to encounter so much. Like they start you out like with the ideas of just how hard it's going to be. How can you even begin to access the fullness of your power when you've already got how hard it's going to be for you hanging over your head? It's not like you came out and people were like, you know, as you grow and you get in touch with the energy that comes from your power center, your pussy, your vagina, whatever, you know, as that grows and expands, you're going to be able to change worlds around you. I don't know how many of you had that lesson. I cannot raise my hand. But it's how hard it's going to be, how hard it was. Oh, you got your period. It makes things so difficult. Oh, there's stuff you can't do. Oh, it's such a bother. Oh my God. And in birthing, oh my God. And in motherhood, and oh my God. And it's just, oh, we've got all this weight on our back. It's so hard. How can we possibly feel into the power of the gifts we were given if we're so busy lamenting how difficult it is? And so yesterday when I did sex bomb practice and I actually felt, do you know what it's like to feel power in your body? And it feels different for different people, but have you had that experience? What came out as instead of thinking of myself as stroking my clit, when I began to think of my pussy as reaching for what she wanted, as reaching for what she wanted, the shift was so different. And I cried, I cried like ugly cry, like I cried like snot cry. That's how powerful the experience was for me. And like I could feel all of her pulse. And I also realized that there's always more layers to work, right? As much work as I had done to be in the space that I'd been in, there was still so much more, which is beautiful. I love that. Like, it's like, what am I gonna discover next? What am I gonna find out next? But man, the aliveness that I felt after that, like she woke up. And it was like she was like, I just been waiting to be fully awake. It's like I had her kind of awake, you know, because I've been doing some things. So she was like, she was groggy, you know. Now she's fully out of anesthesia. And yes, I speak about my pussy in the third person because that's the power that it feels like. Because I ask her, you know, what should I do? It's asking me, of course, right? It's asking me through her. So yeah, using pussy as a tool. Using your pussy to extract using your pussy for sex magic, using your pussy for orgasms, saying to her, give me, do for me, make it work. I'm gonna rub on you until you come, and then the energy is gonna go out to the universe. Can you like, if you think of your, and I teach women this to actually help them get in touch with the truth of who they are, but you think of your pussy as a person, right? You know, imagine her, I'm trying to think, like imagine her on a bike that powers a generator. So here's your pussy on a bike, you know, and you come along and you're like, come on, I need you to go faster. I need more power. And she's like, okay. And she's just going, she's going. You're like, yes, power, give me more. And she's riding, she's tired, but she's riding. And you're just like, yes, all right, I've got all the power. I got it. Thank you. And she's like, oh. And you're like, thanks. And you go. That's what it feels like a lot of women are still doing. Even those of us who are in the realm of growth, we put the yoni egg in to like make her work. Like, work, girl, come on. Heal me. But it's time that we actually got in touch with her. Like deeply in touch. Because she holds secrets to our truth. And I can understand why, like last night, I could feel and understand why I hadn't been as in touch with her. There was pain in there. There was some, I feel like it was guilt. I'm not sure. Maybe. Of the places I put her in. I mean, yes, they're all learning tools and so forth and so on, but I could feel the pain of it, the emotional pain of it. The places I'd taken her. You know, the way I'd mistreated her. The way in some ways I'd allowed others to mistreat her. The way I'd been irresponsible for her care. Not just talking about medically. I mean, I've been responsible medically, but just her care. The way I'd been irresponsible with her energy, with the magnitude of it, with what it could do. The way I hadn't allowed her to open and receive all of her desires. The way I tried to control her. I felt all of that. It wasn't comfortable. That was the other part of my tears. It's like, oh my God, this is so much. This is so powerful. And what have I been doing this whole entire time? I am no longer interested in using my pussy as a tool. The sex magic practices that I have are going to go so much deeper. And what I'm going to teach women about that now is going to be so much deeper. There's a need to connect. And, you know, the difference is, you know, men are always like, you know, they're always touching. They're always they're always aware of that manhood, you know? I mean, they still need to connect here in a different way. But it's almost like we want it to not, you know, just, it causes us too much trouble unless we're having sex. Like, we don't want to be thinking about it unless we're having sex. Here's my challenge for those of you who are still menstruating, who still have your cycle. And I've come across so many women who were told so many crazy things about their cycle, from it's a curse. What? It's a curse to just, my cramps are so bad that I hate it. And hate their pussy. If you're still menstruating, I challenge you for your next 3 cycles, the next 3, to repeat daily how much you love your pussy, how much you love the blood that comes from it, because it is symbolic of creation and life. That's what it is. That thing that so many women despise. It is symbolic of creation and life. It is nutrient rich and nutrient dense, designed to hold life, whether you do or don't. What's in it is designed to create and sustain life. Who can do that? Who can do that? Who can sustain a whole entire life inside their body? I need you to feel into the power of all of this. Whew. So your next 3 cycles, not a word about not a word about it. You get yourself your tea, you get yourself your heating pad, you dance through those cramps, you feel into the depth of what is happening, what is actually going on, what is happening with the contractions that are taking place as your body removes what it doesn't need at this time, as it sheds what it doesn't need at this time. And the power of what is shedding, this liquid that can sustain a life. I want you to be in awe and reverence of the process that your whole system is going through at that time, and feel into the magnitude of the power of what it means, because it is the power, that thing that you're going through, even however painful it may be, that is the process that began your existence in this plane. Can you hear that? That process was the beginning of your existence, your breath of air. You're looking at this fucking video right now. How dare you be pissed at it? Mm-mm. Whenever I went to this Baptist church for a little while when I first came back to New York, and I was looking for ways to get out of the pain of having left my marriage behind. Except for this Baptist church was different. They didn't focus on like Jesus as the savior. They understood that the Bible was a collection of stories, and we use the stories to help fuel our lives. Sorry, I'm ordering food. I'm trying to make sure it's okay. All right, so anyway, between that church and other churches, I'm going to tell you right now, even when they would talk about the power of the blood, I was thinking about women. I was not thinking about Yeshua. They're talking about the blood. I'm like, yes. The power of it. For your next 3 cycles, your next 3 menstrual cycles. And the reason why I say 3 is because not only is it, that's the magic number. Yes, it is, Schoolhouse Rock. 3 is a magical number. But because if you do it the one time, one time does stay. At least 3 cycles. Ride through that process and rock through it and feel into the power of it. I shit you not, I feel like your cramps will diminish. I don't like to say things like that, but I'm telling you, your body will react to it differently because you are reacting to the power in it differently. We are going to stop using our pussies as tools. Yes, They are here to bring us pleasure, but far beyond what you've been considering, far beyond what I was considering. We're gonna get on this fucking power train and treat her with the respect that she deserves, damn it. All right, that's it for today. I'm out. I need to get prepared, get myself in. I've got a client this morning. She's probably on here right now. Yes. All right. I love you all. Enjoy your, I love you all. Enjoy your Saturday, and I will see you back here tomorrow.